Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to be reviewing or learning how to find the common factors or the greatest common factor of any two given numbers. A couple days ago we learned how to find the factors of a whole number. So the first thing that we have to review is how to do that. So we start with the number 12. Remember, factors are the two numbers that you multiply together to get a whole number. And so we always start with 1 because every whole number has a factor of 1. 1 times the number you're working with is our first pair. And now we go in order to make sure that we don't skip any. So 1 and 12 is our first pair. If we're going in order, we try 2. Does 2 work for us for 12? We know 2 works because 12 is an even number. So 2 and what times 2 gives us 12? It's 6. The next number that we're going to do in order, 1, 2, we're going to try 3. And you should know that you can multiply by 3. 12 is one of your 3's. 3 times 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 times 4. Now we tried 1, 2, 3. The next number for us to try is 4. And when we see that we are trying a number that's already on our list, that's how we can be sure that our list of factors is complete. But we're not done yet. Our next step is to put the numbers in order from least to greatest so that our factors are in a nice, neat configuration. So our least is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Take a second to make sure that you did in fact get all your factors, simply by counting the factors you started with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and making sure you have that same amount down below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how to find the factors of 12. In order to find common factors, we obviously need to have another number. So we're going to look at the number 18. We're going to list the factors for 18. We always start with 1. 1 and that same number. That's our first pair. Does 2 work? 2 does work because 18 is an even number. 2 and 9. We've tried 1, we've tried 2. Now we're going to try 3. Does 3 work? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So yes, 3 does work. 3 and 6. Our next number to try, 1, 2, 3, is 4. And ask yourself, does 4 work? Is there anything we can multiply by 4 to get 18? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. We skipped right over 18, so 4 doesn't work. Next we try 5. We should know 5 doesn't work because this does not end in a 0 or a 5. This is not a multiple of 5. And so our next number to try, 1, 2, 3, we tried 4, we tried 5, and here's 6. So we know that we have all our factors. Now we put them in order from least to greatest, checking to make sure we have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now finding the common factor is really quite simple. We're just going to look at the list and we choose one of the lists and we see what matches. We start with 1. 1 is always going to match because all numbers have 1 as a factor. So we circle it. Next we look for 2. Do we have 2? And I see that it does match. So we can circle that 2. Our next number to check is 3. Do we have a 3 in the 18 list? And we do. So it matches. Our next number to check is 4. Do we have a 4 in our 18 list? Notice I'm not just quickly glancing, I'm checking each number carefully to make sure that I do not have a 4. 4 is not a common factor. Next I check 6. I look at each one. Oh, I see that I do have a 6. So it does get circled as a common factor. Next I check 12. I'm not just quickly glancing through. I'm going to carefully check each one to make sure that it does not match. So it gets an X on it. That's how we find our common factors. The common factors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. finding the greatest common factor is even easier from there. All you have to do is look at your common factors, 1, 2, 3, and 6, and see which one is the greatest. So we should notice that 6 is in fact the greatest of those numbers. So the greatest common factor, or abbreviated GCF, of 12 and 18 is 6. And that is how we find the greatest common factor. It does take quite a bit of work, but I know you can do it.